The first step in this grid drawing is to make your grid. You're going to get a 12 by 18 piece of paper, an 18-inch ruler, and you'll need a pencil. Put the paper on your desk, set the edge of the ruler, the 0 of the ruler, up at the top of your page, and make a mark at every 2-inch mark. So at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6, 8, 10, and 12 would be the edge of the paper. You're going to do the same thing down at the bottom of your paper. Set the 0 of the ruler at the edge, make a mark at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 12 is the edge. And very, very lightly connect these dots, these marks that you have. Make sure you're lining up the correct one up here with the corresponding one down at the bottom of the page. And when you draw your line, you go completely through your paper, top to bottom. And I'm going to work my way across, and it's creating the first part of my grid, and they are 2 inches apart. When I'm done with this, I'm going to turn my paper the other direction, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, and I'm going to do it along the longer edge of the paper. So it takes a little bit longer to complete that. But I do the same thing across the long edge of the paper, put the 0 on the edge, make a mark at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18 is the edge of the paper. Same marks at the bottom. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18 is the edge. I work my way across the page, lining up those marks and drawing in my grid. When I'm done with this, I should have a nice, perfect 2-inch grid on a 12 by 18 piece of paper, and all of the lines are parallel because I marked them at the top and the bottom of the page. Do not just make your marks at the top and start drawing your lines, because they will not be parallel when you are done, and when you transfer your picture to this grid, it will not be in correct proportion. Your picture will look distorted. It won't look exactly like the one that you found. So here, I'm putting the last 2 marks in, or last 2 lines in. I now have 12 by 18 2-inch grid on the entire piece of paper. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares going across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going the other direction. At this point, you'll take your 12 by 18 piece of paper, your 18-inch ruler, and a pencil, and you will finish this grid before you move on to find your image that you would like to duplicate. One thing I want to point out, make sure these lines that you are drawing are very, very light, not pressed very hard. An easy way to do that when you are drawing your grid is take the pencil, instead of holding it like you normally would, hold it back near the eraser and very, very lightly just let the pencil drag, and when you move it across you will end up with an incredibly light line. You can go ahead and make your grid now.